You also want to detach from the negative feedback for sure. We already know that, right? We don't want to hold on to the negative stuff, but you want to detach yourself from that and take it at face value. It's data. Your positive feedback is the same. It's harder for people to detach from positive feedback because it's like a dopamine hit, right? Like we get excited when somebody's like, I like that thing that you're doing, or I like your hair, or I like your, like it's a compliment, right? And so it's hard to detach from those things, but you have to. You have to look at it as data. Hey guys, it's Dr. Sonia here with Jump First. I've helped hundreds of creative entrepreneurs and business owners to take back their free time, generate additional revenue, and celebrate while living that work from anywhere lifestyle through creating online courses in digital education. So I'm super excited that you guys are here. Say it with me. Done is better than perfect. Master one thing at a time. Practice makes better. And this has to work. Right? Let's get it. What is going on? Awesome party peeps. Happy New Year to you. It is officially 2025. We are here. We are live. Okay. And this is a year, in my humble opinion, of acceleration and elevation. I feel like 2024 was definitely a year of preparation, right? And when I say preparation, a lot of times we think like it's preparing for something new, but we all know as high performers, high achievers, if you are here and you are watching this, you are one of those. I already know that's who I tend to attract to this community. And so as high performers, high achievers, a lot of times we look at the start of the new year as this fresh new thing, meaning we have to start something different. But I want to encourage you today that whatever goals that maybe you didn't hit, okay, last year, it is continuing, okay? It is persevering. It is moving those things forward regardless. So don't feel compelled to, oh my gosh, I have to have fresh new goals. I have to have this fresh new thing. No, not necessary. A lot of the creators that I work with, high performers, business owners, entrepreneurs, people who are doing amazing things already, have been sitting on their course ideas for a year, 2 years, even 3 years sometimes, right? When they come to me, some of them 6 months and they're ready to go. But a lot of folks that I work with have been sitting on this idea, and you got to get it out, but it's been an idea, it's been a goal for way too long. Okay. And so those are the folks that I love to work with, because this isn't the first time that you thought about creating a course. This isn't the first time that you thought about this goal. It is just now something that you are persevering through and pursuing even yet the more. So again, top of the year, a lot of people want to set fresh goals, but I'm encouraging you, even the goals that you haven't finished yet or completed yet, persevere. Okay. That's, to me, that's resolution. Okay. People talk about New Year's resolutions, but I don't feel like it necessarily has to be the start of something new. It's the resolve to continue and power through what you already have going on. And so I didn't come to say that today, but I wanted to drop that pro tip, Jim, real quick. Different way of thinking about your New Year's goals as we kick off 2025. What I want to talk about today is the secrets, the hidden secrets of a successful course launch. And so if you've been following for a while, I've been doing this for a very long time. I've tried so many different ways of launching a course. I have taught many different ways of launching courses. And I'm a firm believer that when it comes to premium courses, when it comes to your luxury mentorship and coaching brands, that there is no one size fits all. And so that is the reason that I have made so many mistakes along this journey, I feel, in an effort to really discover, okay, what is it that actually works? What is a proven method, a proven process? Shameless plug, you can get the method that I know works for sure. I spent a lot of time, and I'll give you the method, how I came up with this methodology in a minute, so that you also have a very successful course launch from the gate. And that's what a lot of the client students that I get to work with, again, sitting on this idea for 2 years, you want to make sure that it's something that works immediately as soon as you go ahead and launch. And so the cheat code is always a mentor. You can get it, shameless plug, at jumpfirstacademy.org, but I'm going to tell you how I discovered it in a second. Again, jumpfirstacademy.org if you're ready to get started. So these hidden secrets of a successful course launch. The first secret is that you actually need a goal, okay? Like a lot of people set out to create courses, and the first thing they start to think about is the content. What content am I going to put inside of the course? But before all of that, you really need to figure out, even before pre-selling, and I'll get into that in a second, you really need to figure out, what's up, Skull 1 2 3 4. Hello, happy New Year to you. It's good to see you on. You need to figure out what the goal is. Like, what is the ultimate outcome? What do you want to have achieved from this course, right? And your personal goals, not necessarily the outcome of the courses. And I'll talk about that in a second, but your personal goals for the course, your personal goals, your business goals. How many people do you want to reach with it? What's your sales goal? Okay. I know that we create courses for impact, but also, let's be for real, we're in business too. So you do need to look at the numbers. You need to figure out what your numbers are regarding this course and when you want to have it done by. That's the key piece that a lot of people are missing, is the win. Okay. Assign a win to your goals. That includes your launch goals for your courses as well. What's going on, IG? I see you on as well. It's good to see you. And so this was, very important for me as I got started. I wasn't quite setting the win, right? I wasn't setting the timeline by which I wanted to achieve the goals. And I also didn't have firm goals around my sales. I mean, to be honest, because all I was thinking about was I want to make impact. I came from industry of service, right? So a lot of like human services work. That was what my degrees were in. I was working for nonprofits. And so I just didn't think about the sales goal. And I'm going to be real with you. When I first got started, I was only thinking about impact, and I only thought about, I want to reach so many people with this course, but I didn't have definite numbers. And so you need to put some definite numbers behind your goals, okay, when it comes to launching your course. And this is before you create the content. This is before you start pre-selling, all of that stuff, okay? So that's number one, set the actual launch goal. Number two, let me back up for a second. Number one, you're going to call this kind of like your pre-launch, okay? So you'll understand what the activities are that you need to do before you actually go into launching. So we'll call step number one, the pre-launch, okay? So set the goal first. Number two, you need to start pre-selling the course. Now, a lot of people, this sounds daunting because it's like, how do I sell something that I haven't quite put together yet? And I totally get it. That was me when I first started. But then from university courses and developing those courses, I started to take a look at how were they marketing and selling courses to students even before I had created them, okay? They were selling them. Meaning they were filling seats, all right? What they started to look at was, when it comes to university and college courses, how they know which courses to design next. And that was my major question. Like, how do they know they need me to make this course? And so I started to look at, they started sending surveys, okay? So as I was teaching courses, they would survey students in the middle of the semester as well as at the end of the semester, not just about how this particular course was going or what my performance was. Those things were included on the questionnaires and the surveys, but they were also surveying about what would come next, right? And they used vague language around it. So it would be like, what do you want to see in this program? What are your future goals? What classes are you taking next? Like what's next for your students? And so when I started my business, when I started Jump First and I started creating and developing courses, those would be things that I would think about. So pro tip, here is one of the hidden secrets, is you're just documenting your process. Okay. So when I started out, remember I said I tried a lot of different strategies and things, and a lot of them failed. But then I found something that really worked, and it was documenting exactly what I was doing. So and I still do this to this day. If you go back and watch any of my videos on this channel, on the Instagram page, anywhere, right, you'll see me documenting process. You'll see me talking about the things that I'm currently working on. And what I do is I take the feedback from people who I know are interested. If people are taking the time out of their day to typically comment or DM or respond, right, whether it's negative or positive feedback, pro tip, you have to detach yourself from the feedback. So you want to detach from the positive feedback, but you also want to detach from the negative feedback for sure. We already know that, right? We don't want to hold on to the negative stuff, but you want to detach yourself from that and take it at face value. It's data. Your positive feedback is the same. It's harder for people to detach from positive feedback because it's like a dopamine hit, right? Like we get excited when somebody's like, I like that thing that you're doing, or I like your hair, or I like it's a compliment, right? And so it's hard to detach from those things, but you have to look at it as data, okay? Because if you get too attached to the positive stuff, then the dopamine hit, you're constantly looking for that. And when it doesn't work out, when you're putting out content or whatever have you, you're going to feel away. And so detach from the positive as well. I had to learn this myself because I'm like, I like it. People like it. Let's do it, right? Right? And it's only human for us to feel that way. And then the negative stuff will get you like, oh man, I don't know if I should continue putting out content because people don't like this, right? Like, or I feel a certain type of way. Maybe it'll start having you start to question your expertise. It'll have you start to question what it is that you're doing. And we've all been there. I've been there. The cheat code for that, even it happens still sometimes to this day, is I'll have to remind myself to detach from positive and negative. But the cheat code for it is a mentor. Okay, I have mentors for a lot of different things, and sometimes you come across mentors who are great in several aspects, right? Several different lanes, and I think that's amazing. A lot of times I'm looking for somebody whose expertise is in the thing that I'm looking to grow in my business. So for instance, I may have a mentor for messaging, and we'll get to that in a second. I have a mentor for email. I have a mentor for content, right? Whether it's social media content. I have a mentor like, you know, a life mentor, a personal mentor. And so I run these positive feedback as well as the negative feedback. Sometimes when you run it through someone else who can be objective, meaning your mentor, they're able to bring you back to what's really important. And it's going to be the data that you're taking from the positive and the negative feedback that you receive about the things that you're putting out. So that's hidden secret number 2, is to just document what it is that you're doing. People want to be along for the journey. And also, pro tip, the people that you are going to serve, knowing that they've been a part of the process of what it is that you are creating, they become more involved, okay? More involved in this course that you're creating, for instance, okay? Whatever your project is, a course, ebook. Now, let me just tell you, pro tip, if you're here and you're watching this, premium courses are it. You don't have to focus on low ticket, okay, in 2025 to sell what you want to sell. You can just focus straight on the premium. The folks that I get to work with, clients and students, mentees, that's what we focus on. They don't come in creating an ebook first or some sort of low ticket lead magnet. They come right in, they create their premium courses, okay, straight off the gate. They're charging somewhere between $4,000 and $6,000 to start, all right, and then they sell it and they start raising the price, okay? They start increasing value. Pro tip, your value should always be 10 times the price of your course. So you increase the value first and then you can start increasing the price as well. You attract a different type of customer or a different type of client. And so documenting your processes, again, allow people to be a part of that. And when people are a part of that, then yeah, of course, I'm already invested. It's like somebody telling you a story, right? And you want to find out what happens at the end, what's going to happen. You're already invested. And so it just makes sense for me to continue the process. Okay. So pro tip when it comes to your marketing. So that leads into, in documenting this process, it leads into a pre-sale. Okay, because you already have people who are invested in what it is that you're doing. That is hidden secret number 3. Pre-sell the course. Before you create it, before you create all the content for it, before you do all the extra stuff that's going to go inside of the course, pre-sell it. That way you continue to receive the information, the data that you need that's going to make that course successful. It's going to make it more effective for the people who are already invested. Does that make sense? When I found this out, I was like, oh, this is a real process. This is a real thing, and it works every single time, okay? So those are 3 hidden secrets that are going to help you have a successful launch. Number 1, you need to set a launch goal, okay? Something that you can attach to a timeline, like when is it going to happen, and really get hard data, okay? You want numbers attached to your launch goal. How much do you want to sell? How many people do you want to impact? Not like, I just want to serve everybody, I want to make impact. Yes, but how many people, okay? And you can do this per launch. And then as you launch the first one, when you start to scale, you'll have what we call a rolling launch, okay? And I don't want to get too much into detail there. Those are advanced strategies. If you're looking for the advanced class, I'm teaching live January 9th, which is next Thursday, okay? So you can go register at jumpfirstacademy.org/VIP. Those are advanced strategies. We'll talk how you start to scale the course, how you start to wrap it all up, how you can start to charge the $4,000, $6,000, $10,000 for your first course. Okay, you can do it. Jumpfirstacademy.org/VIP is where you want to go to register for the advanced strategies that you need in order to make that happen. If you're new to courses and you're not quite sure how they look or what approach you should take, then I'm encouraging you to get started with the free training at jumpfirstacademy.org, okay? Jumpfirstacademy.org. The VIP training, the advanced training, is free as well, but it is application only. So you do have to apply to come into the advanced training, okay? So that's just a heads up. Now, the first hidden secret that we talked about was making sure that you set the launch goal. The second hidden secret that we talked about is documenting the process, so you get people involved, get people's buy-in, get people invested in what it is that you're doing, and you can collect the data that's going to help you just make it better and make it more effective. The third hidden secret is to pre-sell the course. Stop trying to create it all at once. Stop trying to create it all on your own. Pre-sell it to the people that you want to serve. You can still include the things that you want to talk about inside of the course, but now you have the data that you need to back up the efficacy of the course, right? So to make sure that it's most effective for the people that you really want to serve. I hope this is helpful, okay, in moving you forward. Again, you can get the rest of the steps at jumpfirstacademy.org. There are more hidden secrets and gems over there, as well as inside of the advanced training that I'll be teaching next Thursday. You can go register, apply for that training at jumpfirstacademy.org/VIP. Come join me as my VIP and grab your seat so we can talk all things scaling courses and starting out at the premium level. Again, you can start charging $4,000, $6,000, $10,000 and up. It is totally up to you. You can do it. I want to show you how and why it's possible. Most people are like, I don't know if I can do that, especially just starting out. That was me when I first started. It is possible. I teach my clients and students how to do it all the time. So again, jumpfirstacademy.org/VIP for the advanced training. If you're just getting started and you really just want to see what it really is about before you jump into the advanced training, I highly encourage that. Especially if you don't know if you want to do a course or you're not sure this is the right next step for you, then go to jumpfirstacademy.org. There's a free training there, resources there that are really going to show you, okay, this is how you can start to expand your business with courses, okay? And then you take the next step from there. I love y'all so much. Thank you to all the new subs. I see y'all here. If you are new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like button, bell notification so you know when more episodes like this drop. I love hanging out with y'all live. Happy New Year to you once again. I wish nothing but success, acceleration, and elevation for you this year, okay? Let's get it. I love y'all so much. I'll see y'all back here tomorrow. Bye, y'all.